When did you start
Um,
playing?
Listening to my mother records, when I was young and her playing the blues and stuff. And got my first guitar from my brother, my big brother, and then he was taking lessons and he couldn't get it, and he ended up giving me the guitar, and I taught myself. And I refer back to hearing the stuff that my mom used to play, like Albert King, Buddy Guy, BB King, stuff like that, Freddie King.
What'd you start playing first when you started playing blues?
Did my first blues gig in 1980, so I was about I was about 18 then,
Okay.
18, 19. And I played at the Delta Blues Festival in Greenwood, Mississippi. And that was my first blues gig 40 years ago. You know,
Wow.
it was on after that. Then I think I took a break and then I started back playing the blues in early 90s. And then they've just been doing it ever since.
Okay. Oh, how'd you pay your dues?
Well, in the early 90s, like I said, I started back on the blues scene and I just went through played with everybody that I could play with, I've done shows with Coco Taylor, shared the stage with BB King, Buddy Guy, George Benson, a lot of people. But here in Chicago, I was pretty much working from the early 90s up until like 2010. I was playing with some of everybody in Chicago. So and just trying to learn as much as I could learn, and also was in a band called Big James and Chicago Playboys for 13 years. And then while I was with Big James, I formed my band, the Mike Wheeler Band. And then after a few years, I quit playing with James to focus on getting my band going, and that's where we are today.
What was you remember the first band you were in?
First band I was in was an R&B funk band called DCI here in Chicago. And we were playing Earth, Wind and Fire, Parliament Funkadelic, and stuff like that. And the leader of the band, mother was our manager, and she was saying, "Y'all should play some blues." And we was like, "We want to play some P funk, She said, "No, but everybody liked the blues." That's what. And she was right. We should have been playing some blues then, but that came later.
You played with different clubs you played at. Who was some of the most memorable experiences you had? Like,
the most memorable would be when I was playing down at Buddy Guy's Legends with one of my heroes, Jimmy Johnson, and the Rolling Stones came and hung out with us, right? And then maybe about a couple of weeks later, we playing that, and BB King and George Benson come on stage, and Buddy Guy, all of them on stage together for about an hour, and I'm on stage with them, and I'm like, that was like the pinnacle there. That was like, it don't get no better than that.
right?
The thrill is gone away. The thrill is